We're screwed, millennials. We're so screwed. That's why it's so important to save for retirement, because Social Security is not the wave. It is not going to cover anything for us by the time we are walking with our canes and walkers and in diapers again. Okay, welcome back to another Millennial in Debt Money Chat, conversation, talk, whatever you want to call it at this point. A couple of you, well, more than a couple of you, a lot of you have been asking me about retirement plans, pension plans, 401ks, Roth IRAs, all these things. What's the difference? What you should be doing, why you should be doing it, especially if you're in your 20s or early 30s. You're not particularly thinking about retirement. You're thinking about paying off your loans, you're thinking about paying off credit card debt, buying a home, getting married, having kids. Those are the focuses you're worrying about, and I 1000% hear you, but you also need to add retirement to the plan. And there's a couple of reasons why, and there's a couple of different things you can do, and I'm going to try to walk you through a bunch of them in the most non-confusing manner and also under 10 minutes. So the most common plan that people often throwing terms around is a 401k plan. 401k is the umbrella for a couple of other different retirement plans, but I'll start off with what a 401k is, and I hope I say the terminology correct. A 401k is you receive a tax deferment. So what that means is they will take money out of your check. You decide how much money, like what percentage of your salary you want to go into your 401k. They split it up for the amount of checks you get for the year, and that is what they deduct every paycheck you get. Because they're taking it out pre-tax, you're not being taxed on that money. Another benefit that people really like about 401ks is many companies, many employers will match what you put in. So if you're putting 5% of your salary, they also will put in 5% of your salary on the checkly basis. So if I put in 500, they'll put in 500, and that's how it grows really quickly. Under the 401k umbrella, you have a Roth 401k, which I'll get into. Roth 401k is alluring because you can take it out whenever you want, not really have a penalty, so to speak, but it's after tax. So the money you're getting is already taxed, and that's why you have access to it so much. So that's a Roth 401k. All right, moving on from our 401, 400 plans, we have the IRA, which is the individual retirement account. There's a traditional IRA and there's a Roth IRA. There might be some other ones under that umbrella. I'm going to stick to these two main ones that you probably will have. So your IRA also gives you tax breaks or like tax deferments because they take the money out, the traditional one. They take the money out before it gets taxed. So that really helps you, especially when you're doing your taxes, because your salary, it looks like you make a lot less. Okay, so with an IRA, you pay taxes on them when you retire, when you get the monthly deductions, when they send you the checks, but you do not pay for it as it is amassing in your account pre-retirement, if that makes sense. That has to make sense, right? The Roth IRA, that's after. So anything Roth is essentially after your check has been taxed, and that's when they take the deductions and put it into your like retirement account. There's also like simple IRAs and SEP. Again, don't want to confuse you with all the acronyms because I'm still learning myself, but a 401k is separate, as the company usually matches. The Roth IRA and all these stuff usually does not get matched by your employer. Now, I promise you, I am not color grading this video with that sun shifting. Y'all just gonna have to take these shadows. Moving on. So pension plans, which is what I have with my job as a teacher for the DOE, a pension plan is set up by your employer. They calculate the percentage that you will put into it. Sometimes they'll match. I know I think mine matches 3% of what I put in. I think I should probably ask more questions. So yeah, so your pension plan, the difference with that from the 401k and the Roth IRA, 401ks and IRAs can go with you from job to job, pretty much if the job offers it and it's your money, you'll never really lose it. Pension plans get a little bit tricky. I compare them a lot to Social Security, which is accurate and not accurate a lot of the time. I'll speak from the DOE point of view. When you have a pension plan, you have to eventually be vested in the DOE in order to secure that you will get it when you retire. If you leave before you are vested, that gets a little hairy and a little gray, you may not get that money. It's also very difficult and very rare to move your pension plan from job to job because it's usually secured or stuck to that particular job. I think I had one colleague who went from being a teacher to being a police officer, so her pension was able to switch because it's a city job, from city job to city job, but it's not always the case. My pension plan also is mandatory, so I have to put into the pension for 10 years specifically because what I'm putting into the pension is paying those who are retired now or are about to retire. So that's why I compare it to Social Security, because they're using my money to fund those who are retiring now. And when I get to retirement, they'll use some poor teacher in her 20s or his 20s money to pay me. So they control how much they give you per month, essentially. It is also tax deferred, so they take out the pension money before my check gets taxed. It does help when I'm filing my taxes to decrease my salary. But that is what a pension plan is. Now, a regular savings, I don't know if I really need to differentiate that for you guys, but the savings you put in for yourself, it could be in a CD, it could be whatever. I do recommend you having some sort of bank savings for retirement, but also being a part of one of like the government funded pension or 401k or IRA, just to kind of help you keep your eye on the prize of what you want or what you expect for your lifestyle when you reach a certain age. And last but not least, Social Security. Social Security is not a retirement fund. Social Security is a scam, but clearly I'm triggered. Social Security was created in like the 30s, like during the Great Depression-ish things, I guess. And it's essentially to make sure that our old people don't die, like of starvation without money or something. But they take the money you pay on your checks. You start paying Social Security from the minute you start working. So I've been paying Social Security since I was 16 years old. That's why you have a Social Security number to track how much money you've put into Social Security in order for you to get when you reach a certain age. Every couple of years, they move the Social Security year back to when you can even claim or get Social Security. I think now in 2019, you have to be 67 years old to get Social Security. Growing up, I feel like I was at 55. So it just keeps moving back and back. So people our age and younger are putting in money to Social Security to help fund the older people, and we're never going to use it. Yeah, that's a retirement fund from the government to make sure that we survive. But yeah, so you can retire at 55 and most jobs are 50, and you can't get Social Security till 67. So we're screwed, millennials. We're so screwed. That's why it's so important to save for retirement, because Social Security is not the wave. It is not going to cover anything for us by the time we are walking with our canes and walkers and in diapers again. I'm just being real. So you really need to focus on making sure that your lifestyle that you want when you're 60, you're putting into it now. You're investing in yourself from now, because it's looking real grim. And this is probably over 10 minutes, but thank you for watching as always. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.